Hi, and welcome back to Aethus. We were down below last time and checking a little bit about the entire area there. And now we have this elevated down to the site below that we need to build an EMP charge. So this is what we're going to do today, and then we're going to see how far we go down below and how far we can get in the storyline. So we needed a EMP charge, this one. So we're gonna need to build some things here. So let's head out and get some. See if we have some materials here. Some at least. Can't remember how many of the machines that we had going down there. So we're gonna have to keep looking at, because we need some gold. We need to fix some gold for these ones. They take gold and ruby powder. And then we need the gold, the other ones, that is these ones, and they need one bench. They are here. They need calinite bar and oxidite. So these are very easy to get, but we need to get down there to get the other ones. So what we're gonna start with is a fast run through the dungeon and see how much we can find. I think we're gonna go this way and go down and start clearing as much as possible. I see we have 2 robots there as well, or bots. So I think that was meant for the gold and the other one just below the elevator, I think. We haven't done the meteorite. Sorry, it's been a while since I played, and I've forgotten the name about this game. I've been playing another game at the same time, so bear with me there. But yeah, let's jump in, go see what we have and what we don't have. I will look over another way to set these little guys up. I will put them into this habitat here, I think, on a shelf. Let's do that right now directly, because no, I don't own that shelf. Yeah, that's the problem. So we need to buy that shelf later on, and then we're gonna move them, because the other shelves you can fit them in. So we have 3 now, I think. So, but let's go in, see what we have. We need to dig some of the ores down there so we can get going. So, I don't think we are after these ones over here, because this are... Well, we're after some of it, sure. Because of the oxide that we can get all magically from this. I did learn, I don't know if there has been an update or something like that, but I did learn, if you are in a situation where you think that Roland's light is very bright and you can't really see anything, you can't turn him off by pressing L for the light source. So there is a way, so don't worry about that. Don't. I haven't read about it, if that was possible in the beginning. I didn't read that much of the game, but that it is possible right now. Might suggest that I have upgraded. Nothing more in the water down. Good. Stick some some more here. I remember sometimes they can be stuck underwater there, so take an extra look out. You can make a scan so you don't lose anything of those. Should be enough to get to the next one at least. So that on there, I think we put a machine in, right? A small bot to cargo drone. So what we need is the other ones. I think this one. Yeah, this one doesn't even seem to be on. It is on. Nice. Do you have a drone in you? You have a drone. Okay, nice. Cool. So then we don't think that much about that one. Let's go into here, just fill up a little bit of oxygen. Go down to another drill. There we go. And then we check if it's that one that we didn't have a drone for. As I said, I can't really 100% remember what we did or not did. I played this game on another save and yeah, I just couldn't stop, so I played it all the way through. So it helped me to understand a little bit more how I can do it in this save instead. That's nice, get some gold there. Okay, so that one has a drone as well. We have a drone up in the fast one, we have a drone here, and we have a drone in the other one. So that means that we only have the meteorite and the gold one that doesn't have a drone at all. I can recommend going into this place because sometimes you can find a big ore here, a big gemstone, which is really nice to get a lot of stones from. So sometimes if you are around here, just pop in and pop a scan out here you can do and just see if you see it. Usually all the way in the back there, and you get usually a lot of gems from it, which is really helpful. So energy, we don't need that right now. What's this? This is something I haven't seen. Sneaky on the way up. I haven't seen this one before. Ooh, so you can get down here sneaky fast. Uh-huh. Sneaky little devs. Okay, okay, I like it. I love it. That's, wow, nice. Cool. So apparently you can get down to this one really fast by just snugging this wall and pop down here. So if you want to get this one up and running fast and get going, don't forget the battery for that oxygen. This one. This is the node I was talking about. Gemstone node. It can be inside the waterfall in there. So always nice to have a look, and it's usually a big one, like the bigger inferior ones that you can see around some places that you need to really bombard. So my oxygen is going low again. Is that gold? Yes.
Maeve, watch your oxygen levels.
It's gold. This one, no, it wasn't. So Let's take this one. And let's run in there. I don't think we have any meteorite here, because I think we have taken care of those. Let's ping some scans here. Yeah, it's looks to be very empty here. Let's go in. 1 second to go. Nice. There we go. But I do think that we did place drills in these, didn't we? No, this one is not on. So we needed also a tangrite drill. Okay, so we popped that in there at least, so we know that there's a drill, a drone in that one. And then we go over to... We have a meter right there. Nice. Some nice money, and we have more there. Nice, nice. And one more. Usually pays good and so on, so it's nice to have those, nice to pick them up. Oh, even more. So we only took one side. Looks like. We're gonna need a lot of this, so this is why I'm also emptying these out. We're already... Yep. So let's get some more air. We are going to... We're just gonna run out, and yeah, we have a big one there as well, so let's run out. Some gold. No, let's run to the gold and see if we have started that one. We have not, but we have a drone for it. And that one needs a tangrite as well. So let's focus on a little bit to activate that one, because we need tangrite, 2 of them. I think we should be able to fix those. I might also have one in the base, so let's take a look if we didn't pick one up somewhere. And let's see. So run, run, run. Let's eat that soup. Get some strength back. Take that. That stamina energy as well. So those our cola is actually rather good, because they give you 10 minutes of run speed. So very nice to have sometimes. And yeah, my preferred to eat is this soup, which is made from mushrooms. Don't know if they are counting towards the goal that you only gonna eat. You'd only eat vegetarian food, which is one of the achievements for this game, that you only eat vegetarian food and don't eat any meat at all. But I accidentally ate one meat stew, which is a... might be here that you unlock it. It's later on. So we need that one. Might be able to fix that so we can get that one done. So let's buy that one just to see if we can fix it. Let's also see if we have anything else here. We want that storage as well, so we can fix the small little... Oh, you could actually just buy that. Make a sofa and see if we can place them on the sofa around. Let's buy that, let's buy that.
This call will be recorded.
Maeve, great to see you. I'm delighted to inform you that you've now reached level 3 of the ARC Partnership Program. How does it feel to be an official resource associate?
Oh, I'm delighted.
I bet you are. You're making such great progress. I'll have even more lucrative special contracts for you soon, but keep going. Level 4 awaits.
Maeve, how does it feel to be such a valued partner?
It's all a bit stupid, isn't it? Oh well, at least we'll have some new blueprints we can unlock for the outpost. And those contracts are pretty well paid.
So let's see what we can make here. So we can... It's these... No, we need to get down there to make the other ones, because these are made from the materials that you find in the cave and below, so we don't want to... We can't make those yet, sadly. But we can work towards having everything ready to just pop those in later on. So we still need these ones. We have one of them for now. 2 of those, plenty of those, 1 of those. Let's make some more of these plates. See if we can make as many as we can. Just pick out everything here so we don't leave something here so we actually need to use. But nope, not now. Let's see. So we can make 9 of those, so let's make 8 of them. Make 2 of those. Because these are gonna be used at any time, so I usually try to make as many as I can. I usually try to keep 1 at least, so I don't have to worry about that in the storage. It just makes it easier when you're going around the storage bins to empty out, to have at least 1 in there to just dump it with F into the storage. So there we have 8 done. Now we can make some of these, so we needed 1 for that. So let's make 2 of those. And let's make 1 of those for now. We might also want to look into making these, but I'm not sure which one we have. We have 0 of those, 0 of those, 0 of those. Okay, so we don't have any of those in the storage at all. Yeah, let's make the entire batch there. Let's make 1 of those as well. 1 more of those. So we're gonna also need a bunch of servo motors from downstairs. And so just a good one to gear up a little bit, have that done. So one other thing that I started in the other save that I have is just taking these, and then I'll make one for each. But if I will show you soon here. If you are running out of materials, it's just good to empty them, because it's getting a little bit too much to have too many of these. But right now I'm gonna make it like this. Right, that one. Strange. Should be possible to place that.
Maeve, you need a good sleep.
So now I kind of don't need any more storage whatsoever in this one, but I will actually, just for my own brain's sake, I will actually remake this a little bit. Just because I had a system in the other one on the save, and it's just to help myself keep sane, to know exactly where everything is. There we go. So I went from the order that they go, so I'll go for the building blocks. Oh, right. That as well. I'll take that one away, take that one away, so that one should be first there. And meteorite should be there. So all the building blocks in the game, there's only 3 of them. There's green version here, and there's another one that's in blue, I can't remember the name of it, and then there's a purple one. So this is the building blocks basically, and then I made just the ores. So starting with this one, and then we have gold, then we have meteorites, and so on with all the ones that we have. I think we're ending here somewhere, but with the kind of crystal-y things are pretty more far. I think they end here in the end, that do all that they need, which means you can use these for materials and the building blocks that you have. Like this corner can just be deleted. I don't even remember where I placed all the things. Apparently one by one here. So these are fine, they can be here. Might take this side apart later and just make something else of it. So let's make that one for that. So that's going to be every single green one, and then we have purple up there. So that's just going to be the building blocks that we use. There we go. So let's eat some food and then pop to bed to get the rested buff, and then we go down again. So let's eat that one, and we are going to bring one of those, bring one of those, bring one of those. What do we have here? We have a battery. Let's keep a battery on us, it doesn't take that much. And let's see, what's the next upgrade for carry capacities? We can be down there further. There we have 25k, so that's going to be the goal right now. We want to expand this one. Hopefully we could expand both of them directly, because then we can just run away and just have a bunch of much more fun. And also there was an update that changed down this is a little bit. So this is the drones, so excavation lights and also the construction drone. I used it a little bit. I found it a little bit more. Sometimes it can be nice when you're building the big habitats, but if you're gonna build inside the habitats, it became a little bit weird to have. So yeah, I rarely used it. But this one was nice that they added, so that you can take 50% less damage from falling. That was not in the game when we started this Let's Play, so that's a new one for the game, which is was really nice to have, because you could drop from a really small ledge and then really hurt yourself. But yeah, so we're gonna focus on trying to get this one. We can carry 140 right now, so 180 would be nice to be able to run around and just carry as much as possible. We also want to go for before when we go down to the next level, we want to go for the tethers, and we want to go for more air because of that we can stay down there further. Also remember, we do have these ones, so let's empty these. I usually always think of this to do it, because you kind of need to do that all the time. That's while we add it, also empty all the watering. Here, let's make this go, and let's see if we can place this. I'm curious about that. I haven't tested it. So, B for building, and I'll build those. I can't remember how many that we actually have. Is it just 3 that we have? I think so, right? So let's see if we can place them on this. Oh, we can. Nice. And there can be a party of. No, can't place them on the sofa. Can place them on the table though. So I place them like that. Might change that then if we can't have them there, but let's see how we do it. I have to read up as well how many that we have actually taken, so let's sleep to noon just because it's bright and sunny outside, and continue down. Let's see, we needed So let's focus on building that EMP then, so we can go down to the next level. So we need some more gold to make those gold bars, gold microcircuits, and continue from there. Yeah, that's going to be a good one to do. There and then, oh, I didn't explain why I only have one. So I only have one material per container, and this is only because in these machines you have infinite inventory. So what you can do in these are just, when you have one container full of a certain building block, just keep them in here. So when you have full of these, just keep the entire stack, just keep it going, because it doesn't end or run out of inventory in those machines, which means you can just have one full inventory here full with the building blocks, and that you need to have them in the inventory to be able to build with them, and then you have a smelter or machine that just have a full amount of inventory for that certain machine. So all you have to worry about basically is just to keep it up and running. So you don't need to have a bunch of inventory with a bunch of building blocks that you right now are not using, but you will get some in the machine, that so you never actually do run out. It's just that you can't build with them. You can't instant pull from when you're building from those machines. You need to pull them out. So all you need to go and do is actually go there, pull them out manually, and then you're good to go to continue building. It just makes it a little bit simpler to have a smaller inventory and don't have to have a massive amount of boxes all over the place. So just makes it simpler for you. So let's see if we have something more here. We have these ones. I usually don't take the eggs just because they are apparently done with that you shouldn't eat. Shouldn't eat the meat. I don't know if they count as vegetarian, and I don't know if I have eaten one or not in this save. As I said, I did accidentally eat one in the other save, and I want to get that achievement. I think that's the only achievement I have left to go for. Yeah, it's only one achievement left, and that's the vegetarian one. Let's see if we can do that on this save. We need a lot of materials. Can't remember, just check so we haven't missed anything in here. No. Also remember these machines, they are helping you for the extra speed boost for 3 minutes. So I still have the rested buff now just because we're going to sleep, and then we have the other from that machine now. So it gives you extra sprint boosts, makes it easier for you to run faster, run further before you're running out of air. Get some gold here. You can also also go down and take some of the meteorite. I see we have a big one there. We had a big one over there. And then we have the ones that we already broke over there. Oh, hold. Thank you, Roland. But I see we are already full again, so let's go down and get that meteorite that we dropped so we don't lose that. I don't remember, I still haven't had anything being tossed away from me, so the game saves what you actually have, which is more than most other games does. It's like rather nice that it does that. 28. Let's see. Can we get at least a gold one there? Oh, let's get some air. So we think we'll focus on gold just because that's what we need mostly right now. Go. And 40. So let's run out now and empty that into the machines and just turn 180 and go back in. What you can do if you want, it's something that I did later in the other save just because it made it easier for me to ferry some resources. This is the entrance over here that I used the most to get down here, just because you get closer to the elevator and so on. But until you progress in the game, you're still gonna go to this area of the base, which means I've placed some boxes here at this. Either just this tent can be a good one to have, just to use it. I kept it in the other save just because I felt it was nice to have that. But I placed a big container here that holds 600, and I basically just used that as a dumping ground. So I went out here and I dumped there, and I went back in and started collecting again, and then I went out, dumping, go in. So you take a faster going in and gathering all the ones that you need before the next earthquake, basically. So you can gather a lot of materials faster, and then all you have to do is either just keep it there and then start taking care of the ones that you have on you, or you start ferrying that one back here to start emptying it out. So just if you want to boost a little bit how you take care of the different items. So let's sell some of these as well. So we need gold. We are getting 2.5. It's not that much that you get from these, but you can always sell like solarite. You can always sell the ruby dust if you feel that you need more cash at the moment. But right now we don't actually need any of it, so we're just gonna sell that and then go back into the next down below. Oh, I didn't empty myself out. I have a bunch of materials on me. That's kind of weird. So let's see, that's there, and we have the building blocks over here. There we go. Now we're down to 6. Nice. Perfect. So let's run. Get some more gold. Get them. I think we might go for some of the meteorite as well, because we are gonna need that as well. So let's run. And it's also nice to have this, that cargo delivery. One thing that I haven't tested that we can actually fast right now, just check if that's possible, is if we can go up to a drill and pop things into that inventory where we have a drone and see if it starts to shuffle that inventory back to our base for us. So maybe we can drop some other ores in there and it will just start tossing that away to our base for us. So let's see here. We have some gold there and we need more. Also, if you want to do someone with the sugar, this is the best area to farm it. Just run around and get the herbs that is growing. That's the one that I just picked up there. So let's see, if I go into this one and... Can I... Oh, I can. Does the drone toss it away though? Let's see, I'm gonna leave those there. It's for learning. If it tosses it, helps us ferry that away, it will actually show up in our base. It's only 3 gold, we can go past and just pick it out if it doesn't. It might be a protocol in the coding that it needs to have the drill before that drone is activated. But if it does, it's a fast way for you to kind of emptying your inventory and get some stuff back to base while you're staying down here faster, because each of those drill can hold 20.
Running low on air.
So basically you're emptying 20 kilos on just something and continuing your run and just letting the game work for you. So basically you can go to this one over here and then do the same. Over there, that is on the other side of this camp, and leave in 20 kilos again and just keep digging a little bit more all the time. That failed. One thing that is also that you might want to do here is later on there is a nice cactus pie that you can make. We haven't bought that recipe yet, but it's in the list that we can buy it right now. I never used it, but I was reading up on it, and to get all the cactuses that you get in this area, if you just continue farming that, it's a really nice food to keep with you instead of the soup. And then just have a bottle of water, so a water thing. So same here, you might be able to just toss in, so let's toss in one there. It will show up in our machines over there. See if that actually goes back to base. That's gonna be fun to see. So let's just take a check so we haven't missed any drill heads in here, because I can't remember actually what we did look at, what we didn't look at. Did get that log, we did we get this one? So there are some areas that I'm questioning if we can get into, like this house in here, this entire room. Don't know. Might be something that they are saving for later, that you can get in there somehow for some reason. But right now, apparently not. It would be fun if there is a way in. I haven't found it in that case. So in here we need the EMP to blast our way through this last door. These are empty. Are they empty up there? Oh, nice. So if you get down here, don't worry, there is a path around. So, you know, go to these areas and then walk up this ledge here. Okay, so you should be able to. Yeah. So some of them are not passable, but some are apparently. Just checking so we haven't lost any loot or missed the loot. Something there. No, we haven't. Good, good. Let's go back out, get some more gold. I will go up here to the left now and see up there if there are more gold around. They're there, right? Nope. Here we have a big ruby. This is the size of the one that you can find behind the waterfall back there. That's why it's always nice to go for that one, because you can get a bunch of those rubies, which is just either just sell them to get gold, to be able to afford to upgrade your gear faster.
I'll need some more air soon.
Yeah, I know. I'm so used to having 200 plus air on the other one, which is making this a little bit more challenging. And going back to a save where you don't have the same amount of time makes it a little bit more oh shit moments. It's quite safe. You go down in air and then after that you start losing health, but you have plenty of time sometimes to start booking it. If you keep these on you, you have a chance to up your running speed for a minute, and then also with this one you have an extra one to get even more. So there's ways to go around it to actually just book it when you need to. That one? No, not the gold. There we have one, right? Yeah. Also pick some mushrooms, get some more food. Ah, here you go. These are the sugar plants. So these are the ones that you want to pick up if you want the sugar, and then you can crush those into sugar, and then you can make that into the cactus pies later. These are the cactus that you want with the flowers, or the
Maeve, your air supply is running out.
the other one with let's see, there should be one up here. Yeah, there. These ones that is flat. They contain the cactus buds or roots that you can then later on make other foods with. Right now you can make the cactus coins, which is the ones that you start with. rather okay food, but yeah, there's other one that's better. So I would go for that instead. So when you get to a point where you have sufficed with soup or some other food, I would just continue with the soup and then save all the cactus buds that you can find, because you're gonna need it for the pies later. I see we opened that one, that's good. Had some explosives in there. I didn't kind of forgot what we actually had done or not in this save. Anyhow, let's go here. Should have maybe delivery. Let's see. No, nothing. No. Well, might pop up, so let's just keep them there and wait. Might be that the machine needs to be on, basically. Sell some more, see what we get. Can we get 25k? No. So I will see, can we sell something else to get that? Like 100 of those? Will be another 1,000. There we go. 50 of those, we are making more. There we go. That upgrade, and then we go for this one. Upgrade for the maximum inventory that you have. So now we can have 180, which is what we want, so we can carry more. Have to do less trips down there. Let's see here as well. So need to gather some more of these leaves. And these are the refined sugar I was talking about. So I usually keep, I have them just for the storage to be able to just fast toss them in. So you also need it for these. These are good to sell. They get you quite okay amount of money if you want to go that way and get money to sell. I don't recommend to use them to drink, because you get drunk and get a debuff from a tipsy. But you can also make these with the sugar. So you can make 2 of those, which is weirdly enough using building materials. But yeah. But I don't know this one. Because you can see there on this one, the spiced eggs, they do say that it is vegetarian. It doesn't say that on the soup. So maybe it's counted as not vegetarian, and that means that already I will not be able to get that achievement. But I mean, there is no meat in here, what I can see. So I don't know if it will be that way, but yeah. So let's take that one out and put it in there. I want one of those, one of those, one of those. That's also something that you need to fill up with some more plant biomatter. So the way I'm doing this, if you haven't figured that out yourself, is you take out something, take all, is Shift F, and then you press F to toss in everything. When I toss in everything, I get this one, which is press F to deposit refinable items, which is what you set in this list down here. So that's why I took, let's take that. That's why I took this away, this one, because I don't really need just these now. I prefer to only have these in here now, so I get that one plus oxide, because this one needs those for making the meteorite bars. But what you can do is, as I said, this one doesn't use any inventory at all, so when you're getting really high on Kalinite here, you can just pop it into this one, just shift click it and you take out half, and then you pop it into this one instead, but you have to activate that one for it to start smelting, but then you get a bunch of those back anyway, so you're kind of making a bank for yourself to get for the other materials. But yeah, so let's see, let's make, now we can make 11 of those, so let's make 10 of those. And should be able to make this one soon now. There we go. Just want to quick see so we don't run out of anything. We are running out of that, but we can continue making that. So let's, while we do that, let's make one of those and pop it in our inventory. And then we make a bunch here so we don't run out of it in the storage. And that is only to help yourself to not be having to have to manually click so much. So then we're making the EMP so we can go down a level. I will actually also make these. Now we are emptying ourselves anyway, but these will be needed anyway, so we kind of want them to have them. There we go. Keep those on me, because we're gonna need them when we go down, and we don't want to keep them up here though. And here, place the gold in there, and so let's see. Let's go in over here again. And see if we have gotten some new items. Okay, so it might be that you need to have the machine with the drill head so it actually starts up for the drone to start emptying it. There we go. right. So if you are sure that you have picked up something... Oh, we already had one. Or did that machine make 2 per one? Did we actually make one last week? No, we made 1. Okay, so we had 1. Okay. I was wondering why we didn't get that information. Bad of me, okay. We can just toss down 2 there in that hole then. So let's go down and get down to the next level instead. I need to start maybe writing up what I have done and what is the next part that I should do on a certain level, certain playthrough. So, kinda gonna need these later on, so let's try to farm them on the way down. My entire playthrough on the other one, I didn't use a single one of those lighting sticks, so maybe you feel that you need to use them some parts. I didn't find a place where you need what I felt that I actually needed to toss a light stick to light up the area. Maybe there are some points where you feel yourself that you need to use them, but I didn't feel that. But if you don't find it here that you know that you have picked something up, it might be because you have clicked this bar up here, so you hide the important stuff on you. So there are some things that you can't drop at all. If there is something that you need to use and you can't find it there, you kind of can check in that bar if it's hidden. Go. Get some more of those cactus. So.
Charge placed.
We'll need to activate it from the surface. If we're too close, that thing is liable to fry my circuits. And potentially scramble your brain.
Yeah, okay. I'm alright with the surface.
So I will take this run to just fill up on some cactuses and make a stockpile of that. So I want to try how it goes to run with cactus pie instead. It's a little bit better than the soup, but you need to have water ready instead, because I don't think it gives you water at all, but the soup does. That's why I'm using it. But it's always fun to try something new when you are playing in another playthrough. Up there. Also, the cactus is the only thing that you can't grow, so you can't grow your own more cactuses in the grow beds, but you can grow almost everything else, I think. There are some mushrooms and things that you can grow yourself. You can grow the leaf plants up here. So there are a bunch of the things that you can grow, but not some the cactuses you can't grow them. Kind of
Need some fresh
would
air
be nice
soon.
to be able to grow those. That one I don't need. That's not true. Let's get those because we're gonna need that as well. Get some air. Pop out, get that mushroom and get some other things around. Eat that, eat that. So here's that ledge that you can get down to that lower level from. Kinda sneaky hidden there. I have run past that one several times and didn't try and see it. Yeah. Or it can be a new one that they have added that I have. That's why I haven't seen it before, but who knows. I do like the music in this game, but it's quite soothing and just it makes the game really relaxing, which is a nice part of the game. Quite a lot of them, 41 of them there. And you have still a lot of room, so if you want to, you can fill the entire...
Sending the detonation signal for the EMP charge in 3, 2, 1.
I didn't feel anything.
Well, no, it's an EMP charge. I know it might be news to miss. I can't stop blowing things up, but not everything has to explode in a shower of fire and rubble to be effective.
Bit of a letdown, I'd say. Let's hope it worked then.
Only one way to find out. It might be worth getting some more upgrades, particularly for your suit, before we go. We don't know what the conditions will be like down there.
we go. We'll also just because I kind of mistake there, I will pop a small storage there. Pop that into it. It still weighs 3, so I mean, I don't want to go around and logging that when I can have other things in my inventory for that. So that's a nice thing that you can do to get rid of items that you for now don't need. Because we're not going to need an EMP charge whatsoever anymore, and I think it actually also is gone from... Oh, we can still make it, okay. Usually are gone from the game, might be when we are dropping down the hole. So... There we go. Also hide that one and that access card if we don't need right now. So I will like to make one of those. I always think that I made a entrance there, but I never did. Let's eat another soup to get full, and let's pop down. Let's see how down is down there.
I'm picking up a new carrier wave.
Am I outside too? Doesn't feel not the same as inside.
Who is this? Are you on a claim nearby? Did you pick up the tremors from our mining excavation charge?
Been so quiet. Didn't know I could just ring a bell to say hello. Do I want to come down for a hug?
Wait, what? Why are we hugging?
First part of hugs is the treasure. Second part is open arms. Second part doesn't hurt, so I can start there.
Are you a survivor of whatever happened here?
They disconnected. But the carrier wave has a status signal attached to it now. Shows the blast doors as open.
I don't know if I'm up for hugs. I definitely want some answers about what's going on. Let's head over and take a look.
Interesting fellow. Trying to see for more of these
Maeve, your air supply is running out.
Sugar plants, but didn't see any. Or might be taken at all. But let's go down here now.
It looks like the climber's here now. That's a good start. How's the system looking, Roland?
Structural integrity looks good. I think it's safe.
Ace. Let's check out what's down this big hole then.
So this is gonna be nice because this climber can carry 100 kilos plus you. So you can basically use that to get down the hole and fill up. Nice, 1,000 credits. But I'm gonna call it there, folks. So next time we will take a look-see in this area here, see what it holds, see what it carries. But for now, if you like this video, like and subscribe, and don't forget, leave a comment below if you want to say what you think about the episode and what you maybe also want to see more, or if you want me to explain something for you in the game that you have seen me do that I haven't explained yet. Please leave a comment. I will try to explain as good as I can. But yeah, see you in the next episode, everybody, and have a nice one. Take care, bye.